Bicycles have come a long way from the original design. They now feature multiple gears, high-tech materials like carbon fibre frames and feather-light metal alloys. And they're made to tackle everything from quiet bike paths to the most rugged mountain trails. A French invention of 1790, the first bicycle resembled a two-wheeled wooden horse without pedals or handlebars. In 1817, a German gave it direction control. The addition of pedals to the front wheels came from France in 1861. The large front wheel was added by the British in 1870. And by 1903, the famed Tour de France began. A bicycle is a beautiful piece of engineering. The frames are made of steel or chrome alloy. Fabrication begins with these hollow tubes. The tube cutter slices the steel before sending it to the bender. The bender curves the tubes cold, exerting strong pressure against the bending jig. The tubes must now be machined and are cut into lengths so they can correctly fit into one another. During this operation, lubricants cool the tube. The tube is cut, taking into consideration the insertion angle of the other pieces. Tubes to be welded together are placed in this support. Silver and bronze is added to increase strength and produce a better weld. Welding of the frame requires about 2 minutes at a temperature of 800 degrees centigrade. Once welded, the part takes 4 minutes to cool. The rest of the tubes that go to make up the bike are completed. At this stage, it's important to straighten the frame which may have deformed during welding. The alignment of the tubes are verified and then straightened out cold with a tool that sets it to the right dimensions. Next comes the paint job. Paint is applied with a spray gun and adheres to the frame by static contact. Then the paint will be baked in a natural gas oven at 218 degrees for 15 minutes. The frame is now cooled and the assembly can begin. The labels are applied. In a different part of the factory, the handlebars are assembled. The mechanism for the brakes and the gears are installed. Next comes the wheel rims. The 36 stainless steel spokes of each aluminium wheel are installed manually. The dexterity of these workers allows them to install spokes on 65 wheel rims every hour. This spoke tool allows them to screw the spokes into the rim. This machine exerts a pressure on the spokes in order to achieve the desired tension. If there's too much or not enough tension, the rim will be crooked. This machine aligns the rims. It automatically adjusts the spokes so that the wheel will be truly straight. Now for the placing of the inner tubes and the tyres on the wheel rims. Set upside down, the bicycle circulates from one workshop to another where they will install the last mechanical parts. The handlebars, pedals, forks, brakes and chain mechanisms are all installed manually. Here they screw on the rear brake plate. Finally, they inspect each bicycle to make sure that the bolts are well tightened and that everything's working properly. Then, it's on to packaging. This factory makes 2,500 bicycles every day. Each one weighs 11.4 kilos and will run for thousands of kilometers.